All right, we are recording. And
Okay, I guess I'll join the stream. RW, you're welcome to turn off, to mute me if you want, or deafen me, or whatever you want to do. I'll be calling the game here. Sometimes I get quite raucous, but I really appreciate you participating in this. It's part of the fun of this league is the playoffs. So uh,
Yeah,
good luck
sure.
to you and Jimmy. Both you guys are deserving.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jim. Good luck, Jimmy.
good
Let
luck.
me think your
So,
let me
Rob, just so you know, I've got my rotation set, but it's pretty subject to change based on results. So, I'll let you know before every game if I'm making a change.
And
yeah,
it,
okay.
yeah, I still don't see you sharing screen yet, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Hold on.
I'm not the
Mm,
share. I'm not the screen sharer.
I'm sorry, it's Rob. I forgot. Okay, thanks, Rob.
That should be going. You should hopefully that's my application and not my screen, not my window. Like my actual window, so you don't see me
Well, actually,
max hours on
the
here.
reason we usually share the entire screen, the whole computer, is because when you just do the applications, the pop-ups like singles and fly ball or X chart results and things like that don't show up because they're in another application, and you can only share one application. Thanks. So hopefully you won't don't have your porn collection on your desktop. Is
Well, you
that
guys, you can enjoy it if you want to. It'll be fine.
okay? Thank you. Okay, here we are live for the start of the Kakofka Division Championship Series as the visiting Manchester Smiths, formerly the Providence Red Pandas, journey to Preston, West Virginia, and beautiful Garrison Dam for the start of the 7-game series. We got Big Bill Foster is starting for the Fighting Walleyes. His opponent will be Hank Johnson. Hank Johnson, who was, yeah, I went to announcing school and I learned to speak very slowly, especially in the pregame. Okay. Hank Johnson, who, I don't know, maybe we're not going to face Hank Johnson. Come on, he hadn't started, he didn't start all year, and now he's pegged here for game one. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, tricky.
Hey, so the story in the playoffs is uh, only your first game starter is uh, clad in stone. The rest you can change up as you want to.
I don't. I think you could announce anybody you want. I don't know really if the first game is set in stone. I don't know what the Constitution says about that.
Oh,
There's so
I thought the first one was.
you should ask the commissioner and see what he says.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a good point. I don't know if we need to look up that rule right now. Maybe not. Uh, but anyways, that we just got finished with Game 7 of the White Division divisional series. And the Pittsburgh Bishopoo, behind the shutout complete game pitching of Cannonball Willis, defeated the powerful Hibbing Dillons 1-0 to advance in that division to the championship against the St. Paul Saints. So we got one matchup determined, and now we're on to the second as we're getting ready for this one. RW is setting the lineup for the Fighting Walleyes. Big Bill Foster, the left-hander, will be starting for him. And Big Bill was 17-15 this year with a 4.4 ERA. Gave up 22 home runs, which is a fair amount for the 1934 season. But he was reliable and a winner. Here we go, starting off. And here's Lynn Larry leading it off with a walk. This brings up Max Bishop, and he squares and fouls off the bunt attempt. Count goes to 1-2. Big Bill deals, and he lays down a great bunt. There's no chance to get the runner at second, and Bishop's safe at first. And Manchester has 2 runners on in the first inning. Here's Zoli White, Lee, the third hitter. Zoli Wright with a chance to put the Smiths in the lead. He lays down a bunt. And this time, Foster fields it, throws the first, and that puts Lay at third and Bishop at second. Babe Ruth stepping in. Babe Ruth had a pretty solid year this year. Swing and a fly ball at the center field. Back goes Sammy West. He runs it down. But Lay tags at third, and that makes it 1-0 for the Smiths as they get off to a fast start here. In steps Gabby Harnett, a ground ball to Woody English at third, and that's the second out. The third out of the inning, and Hank Thomas is leading off with the pitch from Hank Johnson, and there's a ground ball to Woody English at third. Here's Lou Chioza and a swing, and he fouls it back behind home plate. Harnett calls for it, throws out the mask, and that's 2 down. And Zach Moore steps in and grounds out the second, and that's the end of the first. Top of the second, Sam Leslie is the batter now. With the ground ball, he hits a fly ball out the center field. And Sammy West brings that one in. That brings up Chick Hafey. And we're at the top of the second, 1 out. Foster deals, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Pro Marty throws the first for the out. And 2 down now, and Hank Johnson swings and a single up the middle. So the first hit of the game for Preston. I'm sorry, no, I got that wrong. Woody English stepping in. Runner on first for Manchester. Face Phil Foster. And there's another drive to right for a base hit. And Hank Johnson headed for third. Throw will come into second. And Smiths have runners on the corners. And now Larry Lynn gets a base hit into left field. And that'll score Johnson to make it 2-0. And Max Bishop is scheduled up and he strikes out. Foster strikes him out. That's the end of that inning. It's 2-0 now, Manchester, going into the bottom of the second. And Rip Collins hits a ground ball to second base. Max Bishop fields it. That's one down. Here's Pepper Martin stepping in with a single to right. Looks like Babe Ruth bobbles it, and Martin takes advantage of Speedy Martin into second base. One out now, and Bill Delancey with a runner in scoring position. Hank Johnson, the pitch, a swing and a drive out to right center field. It's in the gap. And Ruth will score. And now it's 2-0 or 2-1. Preston's on the board here in the bottom of the second. Frank Crosetti steps in with one out. And he rips that one in center field for a base hit, and Delancey will score, and the game is tied 2-2. Frank Crosetti comes through with the base hit. And now we're going to see the number 8 hitter, Sammy West. One out. And here's the pitch, and ball 4 to West. So 2 on. And that'll bring up Big Bill Foster. Big Bill with one out with a chance to help himself. Corners are in. Here's the pitch. He lays down a bunt. Oh, and it's a good one. Oh, but the throw from English nips Foster at first. But the runners advance, and now it's second and third. And Hank Thomas, the right fielder, is intentionally walked. So Hank Johnson will face Lou Chioza in the clutch with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And Garnett gets past Garnett for a wild pitch. Oh my goodness, how does this stuff happen? And that puts Preston up 3-2. Holy cow. Oh, now Chioza walks. I think Hank Johnson may be a little rattled here with this sudden crazy turn of events. Bases are loaded again for JoJo Moore. Oh my goodness, in the clutch. And there's a base hit for Moore in the right field. West will score. Here comes Thomas. Here comes the throw from Zoli White. And it gets away for an error and a 2-run score. And that puts Preston up 6-3. Holy cow. Sudden rainstorm here, and then Rip Collins draws a walk. Hank Johnson may be on the ropes here in the bottom of the second inning. The Fighting Walleye have erupted. Oh, for 5-6 runs. Unfortunately, here at the Garrison Dam, the scoreboard does not display the innings, so I cannot see what is happening. Usually, before the playoffs, we get together and we configure the field. We'll maybe have to do this. Manchester is reeling. They moved to Manchester after having lost 8 straight playoff games. They have not won a playoff game in the history of their franchise yet. And they're not off to a good start here in this one. So that brings up Pepper Martin with runners at first and third. Moore on third. Collins at first. And here's the pitch from Bill Dietrich, the new reliever in, and it's a base hit. Happy came charging in, but he couldn't get it. And that scores another run. And that makes it 7-3.
7-2.
Oh, oh, yes, Wayne. Though the humanity. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is really quite a start to this playoff series. Here's Bill Delancey. And finally a ground ball. I'm sorry, a fly ball out to left field, and Babe Ruth handles it, shakes his head as he runs to the dugout. But the damage is done. 5 runs on how many hits? I have no idea. What? Oh, yeah, they have
I think that was a 7-run inning. I think that was 7-run inning.
7 runs. Oh, my goodness. And now here's Zoli Wright leading it off. Zoli Wright, brother of Wild Bill Wright, who played for the Iowa Moonlight Graham this year. But he's not going to bat. Jerry Bergman is coming in, and he draws a walk. I'm not sure that was a legal move right there.
Sure it was. I removed my pitcher, which means I can now move any player.
You're right.
Which is the
All
only
right,
reason I
thank
took the pitcher out.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
I got it.
I knew I wanted to pull him out of the game because he got 12 at bats for the series, and he was leading off. I had no way to do anything with him unless I took the pitcher out.
That's fine.
So
That's perfectly legal. Perfectly legal. All right, Babe Ruth steps in. Runner on first. And he hits a ground ball into the hole at third base. Pepper Martin fields it. Oh, what a play. Benjamin will advance to second, but they get the out at first. And now here's Gabby Harnett. And I'm not available. I can't see so far this, so I can't tell you what Garnett has done so far. Hey, Wayne, if you want to fill in that, or I don't know, you can't see it either. All right, well, that's a line out to first for the second out. And now Sam Leslie steps in with 2 down. We're in the top of the third. The Manchester Smiths trying to fight their way back into this one. Is look at maybe another lineup change. Nope. He'll bat. Okay, here's the pitch. And hit sharply to third base, right at Pepper Martin for the line out, and that's the end of the inning. So they had a hit or two, but nothing across. Yeah, Manchester also had a couple errors back in that second inning, so poured a little gasoline on the fire. Here's Frank Rossetti leading off the bottom of the third for Preston. Sammy West on deck, Big Bill Foster in the hole. Here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball to second base. Maxie Bishop into the hole. And he makes the play. Nice diving play by Maxie Bishop. And that brings up Sammy West. Here's the ground ball to Bishop again. Right at him this time. Hit sharply, and Bishop has an easy play at first. Bill Foster steps in, and that's a strikeout for Dietrich. 1, 2, 3, going to the top of the fourth. Chick Hafey leading it off. And he hits the ball sharply at Crosetti at short, and there's the throw to first for 1 down. Bill Dietrich stepping in for his first at bat against Big Bill. And he strikes him out. Woody English, next hitter. English. Okay. It's a single into center field. English hit 255 on the year. And now Lynn Larry steps in. Larry, 236 hitter on the season. And he hits a drive out the center fielder. Sammy West is under it, and that ends the inning for the Manchester Smiths. They had one hit, but no runs, and we're going to the bottom of the fourth. Hank Thomas leading it off. And he slashes a ball right at the shortstop. What a play. Lynn Larry leaped to grab that one for the first out. Lou Chiazza steps in with the corners in. Dietrich delivers ball four to Chiazza. And the Fighting Walleye are back in business. JoJo Moore with Rip Collins on deck. Uh-oh, that's a tailor-made ground ball for Lynn Larry. Gets one at second. Oh, Moore's safe at first. Nice slide by Chiozza to break up the double play. And now here's Rip Collins. Pepper Martin on deck. And that ball's hit a ton out to center field. Back goes Brennan. He can't get it. It's off the wall. JoJo Moore around second, around third, getting a green light. And he'll score as Collins double makes it 8-2. Okay, Pepper Martin, he's 2 for 2 now with an RBI. And there's a solid single into left field, and that'll score Collins from second. Martin comes through in the clutch to make it 9-2. Oh my goodness. As the Fighting Walleyes came ready to fight today. Garrison Dam, the crowd, they're in their glory. Oh, cheering and yelling, screaming. Oh, women are throwing their clothes off, and men are drinking whiskey like it's going out of style. Oh, bourbon, actually, very fine bourbon, is actually sold here at Garrison Dam and consumed heartily. Now it's Bill Delancey coming in, and with 2 outs and Martin at first. Yeah, they've got a actually on-field distillery here. Oh, and Dietrich hits Delancey. And Delancey throws his bat away and glares at Dietrich as he runs down to first.
What kind of team you're running here, Jimmy? That was chippy.
He was having some of that fine bourbon from the concession stand.
Must be. Wow.
Good West Virginia sipping bourbon. Yes. Yeah, the fans are known to get unruly here, but they love their baseball and they love their Fighting Walleyes. All right, Crosetti hits a ground ball to third, and that'll end the inning. As we go to the top of the fifth, 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Preston. 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Manchester.
2 runs.
2 runs. Oh, the old man's eyes aren't working very well tonight. Here's Max Bishop. He's 1 for 2. I guess he had a single. And but I don't think he's going to bat. He's got a limited amount of at-bats in this series, so I think he's going to get rested here. Max Bishop, former Pittsburgh Bishopoo, played on that team in 1927.
I remember he had a
No,
nice season for you, Jim.
yes, he did. A little guy with a very good eye. Draws
Very
a
good
lot of,
eye. He's a
yeah,
walking machine.
he is one of baseball great walkers. But this time he's going to be pinch hit for Irv Jeffries, stepping in for his first at bat against Big Bill Foster. Big Bill's giving up 5 hits in 5 innings. And there's a base hit up the middle for Irv Jeffries. Hit number 6 as Jerry Benjamin steps in and he looks at strike 3. What a curveball by Foster.
That looked like it was way outside.
Well, it did, but hey, this 1934, we don't have any machines calling the pitches. We got human beings, and sometimes those human beings get tired on a hot day.
Mm.
Well, it's actually kind of a cold and blustery day here, but they want to go home just like everybody else. Here's Babe Ruth stepping in 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly, and Babe Ruth draws a walk now. And there's some action going on here as Jeffrey's on second and Ruth is on first. And Hall of Famer Gabby Harnett steps in 0 for 2. Gabby's got some pop, but this time he hits at the shortstop, Cromartie, and it bounces off the mound and bounces to Cromartie, who makes the play and throws the first to retire Harnett. The runners move ahead. Jeffries moves to third, Ruth the second, and now Sam Leslie in the clutch with a chance to maybe get the Smiths back in this one. And there's a base hit through the drawn in the clutch. A clutch hit scores Jeffrey from third and Ruth from second, and it's 9-4 now. Big Bill showing a little bit of weakness here as Smiths chip away. Here's Chick Hafey. He's got some pop. And he slashes the ball into left field toward JoJo Moore, who makes the play. And that'll retire the side, but they scored a couple runs. 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors for Manchester. 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Preston. As we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. And maybe we'll see a pitching change. Nope, Dietrich shows up. And here's Sammy West, Big Bill, Hank Thomas is in the hole. Sammy West 0 for 1, but he scored a run back in that big second inning. Sorry. All right, he slashes the ground ball at Irv Jeffries, who makes the play. 1 down. Big Bill steps in. And he fouls out the catcher. 2 down. Hank Thomas, he's 0 for 2. He scored a run. And he smacks at the center field. Brennan on his horse makes the catch. That retires the side. So nothing across in the bottom of the 5th for Preston. Here's Bill Dietrich leading off for Manchester. And we'll see if he'll bat. Schoolboy Rowe is scheduled to start game 2 for Manchester. And then game 3, they've got Harder. Of course, here in the playoffs, that can change. All right. Tuck Steinbach is pinch hitting here. And he rips the ball right up the middle for a base hit. So leadoff single for Steinbeck in the bottom of the sixth for Preston. And now the pitch to Woody English. And there's this is the top of the sixth, pardon me. And that's a base hit to right. And Steinbeck heads into third. And now the manager RW is out to the mound to talk to Big Bill. This is Big Bill. How you feeling, Big Bill? I'm fine. Yeah, they have a bourbon dispenser in the dugout. And people would laugh. A lot of people think that, hurt their play, but they actually play inspired. There's a ground ball now to second base, and that'll score the fifth Manchester run. Brings up Irv Jeffries, and he walks. So a run in here in the top of the sixth, one out. English on second. Irv Jeffries on first, and Jerry Benjamin with a chance to make a difference in this game. But he hits a pop-up, and Luciosa, the second baseman, calls for it for the second out. All right, two down now. Runners on first and second for Babe Ruth. 0 for 1, but he has a sacrifice fly. Babe, it's a ground ball to Crosetti at short, and what a play by Crosetti. He throws a first for the out, and boy, I'll tell you, a home run there would have made it 9-8. This Smith team is still in striking distance.
No lead is safe in this season.
Nope, 1934, that's right. Okay. So, but will Babe Ruth continue? He's old and he's got bad knees, so they might be taken about. We'll see. As we go to the bottom of the sixth, and Big Bill Foster, he's going into the dugout and going to relax a little bit. Scheduled up for Preston, we know not, because the scoreboard, and this is a league-wide thing, the scoreboards in the Winter Challenge League don't show the next hitters coming up until the batter actually steps into the batter's box. But it looks like there might be a defensive change here. Let's see, who's coming out of the game? Are you paying attention to this, Wayne?
Somewhat.
Oh, we're getting a new pitcher. Dietrich. Yeah, Jack Russell comes on the pitch, and Sammy Bird goes to center field. Now, so this is the third pitcher of the game for Preston, or for Manchester. As Luciosa paws the dirt and looks out. Jack Russell has got that famous terrier. And there's a ground ball to first. Batter's retired. Now JoJo Moore steps in. And he hits a fly ball out to center field. Bird is under it for the second out. Rip Collins now. But I don't know if Rip Collins will bat. He's got 1 for 2 so far with a double and a walk. Okay, Collins will bat. Here's the pitch from Jack Russell, and there's a base hit up the middle. So 2 down. Pepper Martin having a big day so far, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. But this time he strikes out. So that's it for the bottom of the sixth. We go into the Top of the seventh, Gabby Harnett. Big hitting Gabby Harnett leading it off. And looks like we might have a pitching change here. We'll see. Big Bill Foster's thrown 134 pitches over 6 innings, so he's out of the game. And Louis Dula will take the mound to face Harnett. And there's the ball hit deep out to left field. Back goes JoJo Moore. Oh, wind holds it in. And that's a fly out to left. Harnett gave it a ride, but it wasn't strong enough to get out of this ballpark. Big, strong Garrison Dam. Tough park to hit in. At least tough park to hit home runs. Here's Sam Leslie. And he hits a ground ball back to the pitcher. Dula grabs it and fires the first. 2 down. Here's Chick Hafey. He's 0 for 3. And there's a fly ball out the center field. And Sammy West reins it in. And it's time for the 7th-inning stretch. Let me do it real quick. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I work back. It's root for the Bishapoos. I don't care if they win, but I hope they win. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Oh man, the bourbon's flowing up here in the press box too. We're having a good time. Here's Bill Delancey leading it off, and there's a ground ball to short. Lynn Larry fields it, makes the throw, and there's 1 down. Frank Crosetti 1 for 3 with an RBI. He hits a fly ball out to right field. Chick Hafey is under it. That's 2 down. And Sammy West 0 for 2. He scored a run so far. And he pops it out to Irv Jeffries at second. So going to the bottom, get my teams mixed up here sometimes.
Top of the 8th.
Top of the 8th now. Preston still leading 9-5. And leading off with Sammy Bird. He lights into that one. Strong and deep into left center field. It's off the wall. And Bird's into second for a double. That brings up Woody English, who's 3 for 3 so far. Woody English hits a fly ball out to left field. JoJo Moore catches it. Holds Bird at second. Now Lynn Larry 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs so far. And I don't know. Will Larry bat? Possibly. Let's see who's on the bench. Oh, Tank Carr's out there if they want him, but doesn't look like he's going to play. Moose Soltis, I'm sorry. Moose! Oh, they're shouting Moose! And there's a ground ball to second base. Chioza throws the first, and Bird moves into third with 2 down. And that brings up mighty Irv Jeffries in the clutch. Irv, he's 1 for 3 so far. But maybe we'll have a change here. We'll see. Jack Russell is on deck. And here comes Shanty Hogan, another former Bishopoo from 27. He made the playoffs this year. And the manager, RW, goes out to visit the mound. Dula says he's okay. And there's the pitch. And hit him! Oh, Shanty Hogan's hurt. Retaliation. Oh, and the warning goes out to both. No, they don't do warnings. It's 1934. They're real men. None of this baby stuff. But he hit Shanty Hogan, and the medics are out there, the trainers out there. The they've got a they brought him some bourbon, but I think he's out of the game. And Benton will go in the pinch run, and now Jack Russell is scheduled to hit 9-5. A big hit here might bring the Smiths back. And they're bringing up their big bat, Tank Carr, trying to get some maybe some home run action here. And the Fighting Walleye will counter with Chief Hogsett. Hogsett, the left-hander. They call him Chief because of his wonderful ethnic heritage. There's a base hit for Tank Carr, and Bird scores from third. And it makes it 9-6 as they've closed the gap to just 3 runs. Oh, this is bringing up some action in the Preston bullpen, making them work for it. What's going up? Babe Ruth is scheduled to hit, and he loves betting against left-handers. So we're going to see Dolph Luke come out. And runners on first and second, 2 outs. Babe Ruth with a chance to tie the game, but he walks. The base is loaded. Oh, this game is rapidly changing. Gabby Harnett with a chance to actually put Manchester in the lead. Manchester, a team that has never won a playoff games in 2 appearances. 8 straight they've lost. Here's the pitch, and it's a goal! Drive! Deep left field, back goes Moore! Oh, he catches it at the wall!
Oh, my God.
Oh, wind blew that one back. Oh, the humanity. Boy, oh boy. So close to putting the Smiths in the lead.
Wow.
Oh, Wayne, what can you say?
That was a game changer for sure.
Oh, man, that would have been historic. But instead, it was just a long out. Oh, this game can break hearts. I'll tell you what. Holy cow. That was one of the most dramatic fly balls I've seen in this game in a long time. That was Babe Ruth, wasn't it? No, that was Gabby Harnett.
Yeah.
Gabby Harnett.
Yeah, it was Gabby Hartnett.
So close. Just so close. Wow, I never even thought Manchester would even have a chance to get back into this one, and yet they battled back. Well, the wheels are turning on the Preston side now, having escaped that narrowly. And also, it looks like there are going to be some defensive changes and a pitching change here for the Smiths, as they went to their bench and basically did everything they could to try to get back into this, but fell short. Don Brennan now, the pitcher, is leading off. The new pitcher for Manchester is Chippy Britt. Chippy Britt, you don't have any access to statistics, do you, Wade?
No, I don't know how to do that while I'm
Oh,
watching your screen. So
okay, no problem. Well, let's see Chippy Britt, what he did this year. Yeah, Chippy was 6-2 with a 4.38 ERA, so he's kind of the late inning go-to man there. He'll face Blow Spearman, and Blow pops it up. The That's one down now. And Hank Thomas, who's 0 for 3, slashes a ground ball to Woody English at short, makes a fine play on it and throws the first for the second out. And now Chioza hits another ground ball to short. English throws him out. And now we go into the top of the ninth inning. And last chance, maybe, for Manchester as manager R.W. continue considers some maybe a pitching change here. Looks like Kincannon will get the ball for the ninth to try to nail it down. And might see Jensen coming into right field. And yes, we are. Okay. So Sam Leslie, Chick Hafey, and Sammy Bird are the last hope for the Smiths after narrowly missing a chance to go ahead. And Tin Can Kincannon gives up a single to Sam Leslie. This Preston team is the all-time great nickname team. Oh, base hit now for Chick Hafey. And they'll hold Leslie at second. So they've got some something brewing here already in the ninth. Sammy Bird, it's a sharp ground ball to the first baseman, Collins, and that'll move the runners up. Woody English slashes the ball in the left field. Leslie will score. Hafey scores, and now it's 9-8. And the Smiths have moved to with a run of tying this game. 8 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors for Manchester. 9 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Preston. As
No
Tin
quit in this
Can,
man. No quit
Yeah.
in this Manchester squad.
Oh, no quit in them at all. Chippy Britt is scheduled to hit, and he's got a good bat. Chippy Britt does for a pitcher. They have a little slogan they like to say, Chippy Britt, man, that guy can hit. And he's scheduled to bat. So we'll see who comes on to pitch. Looks like it's going to be Bukoffer. Ralph Burkoffer to face Chippy Britt.
A little speed there at first base, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stolen base here might make a difference. 1 out, so we're probably not going to see a bunt. 1 guy left on the Manchester bench. Yeah, Britt has some pop. And Woody English is on first. He is a threat to steal, but will they do it? Whoa.
Whoa.
There's could be
I
a
don't.
bunt.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
do
know
that.
about
Do
that.
that. Look,
Oh, maybe the bourbon is sitting in. Maybe he meant to try to attempt a stolen base. I think that's more like it.
yeah.
I would be surprised to see Chippy Britt not swing away, and he does. And he hits a pop up in front of home plate, and that's 2 down now. As Cookie Lavagetto is the scheduled hitter, but I don't think he'll bat.
You got a pretty good bat on the bench.
Yeah, Whitehead. Whitehead will bat. Burgess Whitehead. The last hope, and here's the pitch, and it's a fly ball out to right field. Jetson's under it, and Preston Fighting Walleyes hold back and defeat the Manchester Smiths 9-8. Wow, Hank Johnson took the loss. Big Bill Foster the win as the Smiths held them off at the end, but could not do it. Pepper Martin went 3 for 4. Burkhofer gets the save, and yep, we saw a lot of pitching in this game. A lot of different pitchers.
Quite a first game of the series.
Oh yeah, and that's 9 in a row for Manchester. Still looking for their first win. And Wayne, I'm going to hand the mic to you now because Jim Scully here has got to visit the men's room. All that bourbon is starting to work its way through the system.
Well, you'll probably be back by the time the game starts. So.
Okay, all right. All right, we're back. Back for game 2. Preston Walleyes up, Fighting Walleyes up 1-0 in this division series against Manchester Smiths.
I gotta believe Manchester likes their chances in this game with Schoolboy Rowe on the mound for them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Matt Shoemaker or Hal Shoemaker on the mound for Preston. Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if RW didn't work his way through his first glass of bourbon in that one. That was got a little scary there, but they held on. All right, Jerry Brennan leading off for the Smiths against Shoemaker. Yeah, we've had some epic drinking going on. There we go. RW wants to chip in there. Oh, come on, RW. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, so I got a drink. I celebrated almost winning a game with some Hennessy XO.
Oh, there you go.
Right, we got something to celebrate.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you, the Winter Challenge League has quite a history of inebriation during the playoffs. It doesn't seem to affect the play very much, but
It's
people
a
are having a nice
celebration, not an
time.
inebriation. All right, I'm ready to go here. Jim Scully, get
All right,
ready to announce
all
Jerry
right, here we
Benjamin.
go. Yeah, Jerry Benjamin. Yep, yep. And leadoff walk. Yeah, one time I think it was game 5 of the World Series. One of our managers said he was working his way through a bottle of Chianti and a bit of, well, it's legal in Canada or legal in places. There's a bunt single for Bishop, and looks like the Smiths are in business. Here's Chafee, and he sacrifices, and now Brennan's on third, and Bishop's on second. It's hard to tell a story in these broadcasts. Here's Babe Ruth, and he hits it up the middle for a base hit. Brennan scores from third. Bishop takes third, and Babe Ruth puts the Smiths on the board, a 1-0 lead. Here's Sam Leslie, and he hits a ground ball right at Chioza over to short for one, over the first double play, and that ends the threat. But the Smiths score a run on 2 hits, no errors. Anyways, the other manager, he confessed to being on his third Manhattan. So, yep. So, yep. Sometimes you got to do a little bit of medicating to get through these playoffs. Splo Spearman leads off in the bottom of the first for the Fighting Walleyes. And Luciaza steps in. Corners are in. Likely bunt situation here. There it is. Chiazza squares. Oh, the ball gets past Harnett. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And now Chiazza's gonna. Spearman moves into second, and then Chiazza bunts Spearman to third with 1 out. Sammy West steps in, and the Preston is threatening to tie this game up. Corners in. West is a great bunter, but he won't lay it down. Instead, he swings and smacks it right at the second baseman, Max Bishop, and throws the third for the double play, and Sammy West is injured. Oh, humanity. Oh, what a disaster. He aligns the ball to Bishop at second, who spears it, throws the third for the double play, and while all that is happening, Chiazza stumbles, or I'm sorry, it wasn't Chiazza, it was Bird, I believe, going down the line and is injured and out of the game. All right. Well, dodge that bullet. Here's Gabby Harnett leading off. Harnett, who just missed that grand slam in game number 1, that would have put the Smiths in the lead. Hits a ground ball to third. Now Schoolboy Rowe batting 7th. He hits a fly ball out to JoJo Moore and left for the second out, and then Woody English and hits a ground ball to first baseman Rip Collins, and it gets past Collins for a single. So that's the third hit of the game for the Smiths, and English is on first. Tuck Standback is the batter now. 2 outs, a runner on first, and there's strike 3 from Shoemaker, and the inning is over. Bottom of the second now. Rip Collins leads it off for the Walleyes. He hits a ground ball up the middle. Woody English after it. Oh, but it gets past him into center field for a base hit. And Rip Collins on first with a leadoff single. Bill Delancey steps in next, and there's strike 3 swinging. Strike three, one out now. And it's JoJo Moore. JoJo swings, and it's a fly ball out the deep center field. It's over the head of Brennan. And that'll score the tying run. And JoJo Moore pulls into third base with a game-tying triple. 1-1 now here in the bottom of the second. Frank Crosetti. And he lays down a bunt and squeeze play, scores the runner from third. And that puts Preston in the lead. Here's Pepper Martin with 2 outs. And a swing and a fly out the center. Ends the inning, but the damage is done. Preston scores a couple runs and goes ahead 2-1. Top of the third, Jerry Benjamin leading off. He walked and scored a run back in the first inning. And there's ball 4 to him again. Jerry Brennan on first. He's a speedy runner, a threat to steal. Max Bishop, 1 for 1. He's single back in that first inning. And Benjamin can't get the lead. Here's Bishop trying to bunt, and he pops it up. And Collins calls for it, and Benjamin stays at first. So there's one down. That brings up Chick Hafey. Here's the pitch to Hafey. And he hits it hard, but right at the second baseman, Chioza, for the second out. Babe Ruth now steps in, the legend Babe Ruth, trying to get something going here. He hits the ball to Crosetti at short, flips to second, and that's the retires the side. So we're at the going into the third inning here, and bottom of the third, still 2-1 Preston. Hal Shoemaker leading off, and there's a ground ball to third. Stanback makes that play. Slow Spearman, 1 for 1 so far. Steps in. Here's the pitch, and struck him out. That brings up Chiazza with 2 outs. Here in the third, bottom of the third. And Chiazza looks at strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Preston. And Sam Leslie will lead off with a line out to second baseman Chiozza. Now Gabby Harnett, 0 for 1. Harnett's got a lot to prove in this series. Trying to lead this team out of the doldrums and into the championship series. He hits a ground ball to shortstop. That's 2 down. And now Schoolboy Rowe, the 7th hitter, will bat. And he hits a ball to Collins at first base. Makes a fine play of it to end the inning. So going to the bottom of the fourth, 3 up, 3 down there. Hank Thomas leads off with a line out to third baseman Stanback. Rip Collins steps in with 1 out. And Collins smashes it right to Max Bishop at second base for the second out. Bill Delancey now 0 for 1. And he draws a walk from Schoolboy Rowe. So 2 outs, runner on first. JoJo Moore, 1 for 1 with a triple. And he comes through with a clutch hit. No, it wasn't. Well, 2-out hit. And that brings Delancey to third. Moore at first now. Frank Crosetti with a chance to bring home a run. But he hits a fly ball to center field. Benjamin fields it, and that's the end of that inning. Nothing across for Preston in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Woody English having a big series so far. 1-for-1 in this game. And another base hit for English. He's ripping it up here. Tuck Steinbach now. He's hitting 500 in the series. English is at first. He's got some speed. And Steinbach squares and puts down a bunt. And that moves English into scoring position at second with one out. Jerry Benjamin, who's walked a couple times, scored a run. There's a base hit to left field. Up with it is JoJo Moore. English looking to score, gets the green light, heads around third. Here's a throw. The ball gets away for an error. And a run scores, and the game is tied. JoJo Moore threw it away and allowed the run to score. Now Max Bishop steps in. It's a wild pitch, moves Brennan to third. One out here. Manchester with a chance to go ahead. Little Maxie Bishop squares. Here's a squeeze play. He lays down a good one, and the run scores. And Manchester takes the lead for the first time in the series. Max Bishop brings home the go-ahead run for the Smiths with a beautiful squeeze bunt right in front of the plate to score the speedy JoJo Moore. I'm sorry, Jerry Benjamin. What am I thinking? Okay, Chick Hafey now with 2 down. And he's 0 for 1. He smashes it into center field for a base hit. And that'll bring up Babe Ruth. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Babe Ruth. He hits a ground ball to first baseman, and that'll end the inning. But the damage is done. 2 runs for Manchester puts them ahead 3-2. Now Pepper Martin leading it off. Had a big game 1. 0 for 1 so far, facing Schoolboy Rowe. Bottom of the 5th. Western Kakofka Division playoff series, and Martin rips one into center field. Back goes Brennan. It's off the wall. Pepper Martin running like the wind around second. In the third is the throw. He's safe with a triple. Pepper Martin on third base, nobody out. And that brings up Hal Shoemaker with a chance to tie the game. A strike 3. And now there's 1 out for Splo Spearman trying to bring home the tying run. Infield's in. Spearman hits it to Woody English. It's short. Martin on his horse. He's fast and he'll score. Spearman is out and the game is tied. 3-3 on a bang play at first base as Spearman drives in to run. Pepper Martin blazes into home using that speed. Nice to have fast players. Okay. Lou Chiazza now steps in. Some people may say I used a little dramatic license in that description there, but, looked like that bang to me. My blurry old man eyes. Jim Scully here at the Garrison Dam. Game 2 of the Kakofka Division Series. Game is tied. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Manchester. 3 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the Preston Fighting Walleyes. Looks like we have a little delay here. Luciaza looks out at Schoolboy Row. There's a disturbance in the left field stands. A fight is broken out. And we're going to have to stop the game here for a little bit while we get that sorted out. Yeah, sometimes, with the Suburban here, all this good drinking, things get sometimes a little out of hand.
What happened?
A fight broke out in left field.
Oh,
I think bourbon infused, those Smith fans are pretty rowdy too. I think this might not be the only battle we have between these fans. They all like to they like to drink, and some people like to drink and fight. So some people like to drink and laugh. Some people drink and cry. I don't know. You get all sorts. It's baseball, but it's baseball with an edge. So the police have sorted it out there in left field. And now the fans are shaking hands. Oh, look, they're hugging each other. Oh, that's adorable. You don't see that very often where, they shake hands and give a big hug and by God. Now look at the two of them are out there. They're sitting arm in arm and they're enjoying another glass of bourbon. So boy, oh boy, it's brotherhood and happiness out there. Okay, finally we get back to Chiazza, and he hits a ball into the right field gap for a double. 2-out double for Lou Chiazza here in the bottom of the 5th. Hank Thomas coming in with a chance to put the Walleyes in the lead. Ground ball to the second baseman Bishop, and he makes the play. And that retires the side, ends the threat. And now we're going to go to the top of the 6th. House Shoemaker doing a good job so far for the Walleyes. Sam Leslie comes in and swings and hits a drive out the center field. Thomas brings that one in. Now Gabby Harnett, 0 for 2. Harnett, who hit that big fly ball back in game 1 that could have put the Smiths in the lead, but it fell short. Singles up the middle. 2 out, or 1 out single for Harnett. And that brings up Schoolboy Rowe, who's 0 for 2 so far. And there he has a sharp ground ball to Chiazza at second over to short. On to first for the double play, and that ends the inning. Going into the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 3. Rip Collins steps in, 1 for 2. He scored a run. Collins hits a fly ball out to center field. And Jerry Benjamin making the play. Oh, what a nice run and grab for him. Here's Bill Delancey. And he's strike 3. 2 down. JoJo Moore, 2 for 2 with a triple. And that's a ground ball back to the pitcher to retire the side. So nothing across in the bottom of the 6th. There's Woody English, 2 for 2, scored a run, still tied at 3 here. And English swings, and that's a base hit up the middle for him. So the leadoff runner is on here in the 7th. Tuck Standback now facing Hal Shoemaker, and he lays down a bunt. English pulls into second, and Standback is retired. Nice play by the third baseman, Martin, there. All right, that brings up Jerry Benjamin, and he rips a single into center field. Woody English, round to third. Here comes the throw, and English scores, and that puts the Smiths up 4-3. Benjamin on to second with the throw. And now Max Bishop comes up with a chance to add on. Manchester takes the lead here in the 7th inning on a big hit by Jerry Benjamin. Here's the pitch to Bishop. And it's a long drive out to center field. Thomas makes the play. Benjamin tags, and he's into third. So now there's 2 outs. Chick Hafey in the clutch with a chance to make it a bigger 2-run lead. But no, a ground ball to third base. And the side's retired, but the damage is done, and Manchester takes the lead. And now game rests on the shoulder of their ace, Schoolboy Rowe. As we go into the bottom of the 7th, Frank Cressetti leading off the 7th hitter. Pepper Martin on deck, Hal Shoemaker in the hole. As we head for the grand finale here. Cressetti hits a ground ball to short. Woody English makes that play for the first out. Here's Pepper Martin. 1 for 2 with a triple. Ground ball to third. Burgess Whitehead makes that play. 2 down. Manchester trying to even this series. Shoemaker bats and strikes out. And so nothing, no business for Preston. Going to the top of the 8th, Babe Ruth, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Flies out to left to start the inning. Here's Sam Leslie, 0 for 3. And he hits the ground ball to Collins at first for the second out. Gabby Harnett steps in, and there's ball 4 to Harnett. So a 2-out walk from Shoemaker. Shoemaker's getting up there in his pitch limits. Still looking good, though. Schoolboy Rose strikes out the end of the inning, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Manchester trying to hold on, having lost 9 playoff games in a row this is their 3rd series. They lost 4, and 4 they got swept twice, trying to break through here. Manchester Fighting Walleyes trying to prevent that. Here's the pitch from Rowe to Blow Spearman, and it's a walk to start the 8th. Lou Chiazza, 1 for 2 with a double. Corners are in. Chiazza's a threat to bunt. Here it is. Here he squares. And he lays down on a dead. Nice bunt. And Chiazza beats it out for a single. Spearman goes into second on the bunt single by Chiazza. Oh, these Fighting Walleyes, they never give up. And now it's up to Hank Thomas with a chance to do some damage. But he's going to lay one down, trying to move those runners over. Oh, but Thomas pops it up to the first baseman and fails to move the runners. Oh, boy, that was big right there. Would have been 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out instead. Rip Collins is still in a double play situation here. And he swings and hits a ground ball. right off the pitcher's mound. Max Bishop dives, picks it up, throws the first, and gets the out, but the runners move over. So now it's 2 outs. Bierman at third, Chiazzo at second. Bill Delancey 0 for 2 with a walk, with a chance to put Preston in the lead. The pitch from Rowe, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the dam holds for the Smiths. Oh my goodness, now in the top of the 9th. Woody English 3 for 3 with 2 runs. And there's strike 3 from Shoemaker. Burgess Whitehead, who is hitless so far in this game, 0 for 1. He's pinch hitting. And Shoemaker, another fastball strikeout for the second out. And Jerry Benjamin now. Ground ball to second base. Chiazza throws to first and retires the side. And we're going into the bottom of the 9th. Manchester hanging on to a 4-3 lead, trying to break this bad luck streak here in the playoffs, trying to tie this division series against second place Preston. Joe Moore leads off with a base hit into, oh no, what a grab by Max Bishop. Oh, Max Bishop comes up with an amazing play to rob Joe Moore of a hit to lead off the 9th. And now Crossetti, a ground ball to English. He makes the play. 2 down. And Pepper Moore is the only man standing between Manchester and victory. And there's strike 3. And the Manchester Smiths tie this series with a 4-3 win and break their playoff jinx. Holy cow. What a win for Manchester. Jeez Louise. Wow. I'll tell you, that's simulated baseball, red hot action. I'll tell you there. What'd you think of that one, Wayne? Wayne is dumbfounded.
Yeah. That was good. Schoolboy Rowe got it done.
Yeah,
I'm watching some NBA playoff games, so I'm not listening to the whole thing, but I'm keeping an eye on the playoffs.